Hey folks, designing healthy systems is really not rocket science. It's all about designing the environment. What do I mean by that? Well, we did a project about healthy housing, and housing is a big problem. But if you think diversity, you'll get there. So the bigger problem is housing problem. And then you really have to think about if you make a living quarters with diversity, then diverse housing. So big houses, smaller houses, different, all kinds of different houses that people like or not like. You will have peace because nothing will be dominant. And also um, you will have health in the system. In Holland, we have a big problem with this because we really want to make all the same houses. Ooh, all the same houses. And we have a huge government with really a lot of people trying to make us say different. So, for instance, for insulation, it's not a good idea because if you want to insulate houses, you can do it in three ways: inside, in the inner wall, or outside. And if you have a big government saying, oh no, you cannot be different from your neighbor, then you chop up the possibility for outer. You cannot put an outer layer there because your house will look different from the neighbors. So that is something that we really do stupid in Holland. We use a lot of chemicals to really make the inner wall insulate. Well, that is also a stupid thing, isn't it? Because if you have a lot of toxins there, it is made for something. It is made for a reason. It is made for thermodynamics. So the only thing that can be done healthily in Holland is the inside. And that is difficult as well because there's so many things on inside walls. So how do you do it? Well, that is what we really have been looking at with the farms in Holland. So we have Mike is a pioneer in Foundation Fin. There's been a national documentary about it. It started in 2013, and we have now 3 farmhouses all renovated, and we have about 16 houses on the land, and we're all food foresters. There are about 40 families involved. And the special thing about this project is that the people did it themselves. Own hands, do it yourself. It's always the cheapest solution. But of course, we have professionals. Of course, we have professionals who do that in their own free time, in their own life, for their own house, because they want to do this for their family. We build off-grid houses. So that means normally in Holland, this is not allowed. So you're never allowed to go off-grid. And we got the exception. And that is really what makes it kind of special because we're off-grid for energy and for water. It's also ecological. We work a lot with chalk hemp, industrial hemp, not the marijuana, but industrial hemp. You don't get high, you can't smoke it, but you can. In the old days, it was always used for fibers. It was always used to really clean the soils because it is a rhizome species. So it does a lot of cleaning of soils. So it's really a good plant. We also do a lot of straw clay. And what is even more special about it is not a couple of city people. And that is what I really want to say to you in this little video. City people are now telling rural people what to do. Cities are dominant. Cities are colonizing the rural areas because they sell their houses in their cities for lots of money. And then they come to rural areas. And then they, well, colonize the whole thing, telling farmers what to do. Farmers are not stupid. We know what to do because I'm rural. So we know what to do. So Mike and I are always with the underdogs. We are always with the rural people. We're always with the ones being colonized. And we always say, you can have a global, how it should be done, which is nonsense, which is stupid, because it's not one way how it should be done. There's not one size fits all. It's always a redesign with local culture and local climate zone and local soils. And then there are a lot of global things and generalized ways of doing it. And it is really, really, really simple. But it is up to the farmers to do it, and the farmers' families, and the farmers' children. So that is who we are. We really are with the rurals. And that is how it is. So cities should stay in their cities, redesigning their cities and bringing nature principles into the cities. And then the rural people should bring a few generalized principles that we do not know anymore into the rural areas. Well, that's all that needs to be done. Just make sure who you are and what you are redesigning. Well, that's all for now. Bye bye.